mean,
this next topic I want to get into, and I got this topic from you. It was basically about are black people their own worst enemies?
Yeah.
Why do you think that?
oh, that's
I think that we're a very powerful group. We invented pretty much everything that people use in this country.
Facts.
High key, our culture is appropriated for a reason because
Facts.
it's seasoned. Like it's literally like the foundation of this country. This country was built off the backs of us.
Facts.
However, we are so divided. Like we're colorists, futurists, texturists, homophobic, transphobic. We accept pedophiles in our homes. Like we still praise R. Kelly on the low. Like, come on now. Like it's things like that. Like, and it's like we need to come together. We need to stop being so divided. Because if we came together, we would be a powerhouse. But because we're so divided, we're giving the white man his plan because that's what he wanted in the first place, for us to be divided, because that's not us claiming our power. So we're being our worst enemy by contributing to the issues that he created in our community right then and there. And it's like, I understand that we didn't create it, but a lot of us are knowingly contributing to it. Like, you know what colorism is, you know, like you may not know what texturism and futurism is, but you know a lot of this stuff is created by the white supremacist mindset. And a lot of people just choose to contribute to it because they're so comfortable and complacent with that behavior. And when they're held accountable for it, they're like, nah, I don't want to talk about it, or you're tripping or whatever. It's like, no, like you need to start holding yourself accountable and look within and stop always taking it as an attack, because a lot of us are just trying to help us heal. We got a lot of healing to do. We got a lot of work to do. And it's like, we're not going to get nowhere if we just are complacent with the same behavior repeatedly. Like, that's not going to get us anywhere.
Mm-hmm. What about y'all? Y'all feel the same way? Are we all our biggest enemies?
Yeah.
Why y'all think that?
I mean, I believe our mindsets it's like pure negativity in our mindsets. And I'll talk about like in my country. So we don't have like, white supremacy to deal with and so forth. So what we have is hate coming from our own people. So as soon as you find a black person elevating in a community, so, we come from the traditional, African, so we believe in obia, or, so if you understand, I hope you understand what I'm saying. So you'll find that persons will use evil to hold the rest of the black community down because they don't want to see them elevated, don't want to see them progress. Even though you're not using the opportunities, you're not doing anything, you just want everybody to be on your level. You're not putting in the work, you're not doing anything, and you want to be rewarded for the same thing. So I believe the mindsets need to change. We are our worst enemy because we don't support each other. We don't push each other. We don't want to see good out of each other. And that's just...
I feel like that's cancel culture in itself right there. Like, we contribute to... I think cancel culture is honestly like a black community thing.
Yes.
Like, and it's like, why? Like, every time we see even black men, I'll say when a black man is up, somehow something pops up where he did something. We could talk about like where he did something and now it's like, oh, he gets demise, and now it's like everything is just going downhill for him because he was reaching a point of success. And it's like, it's crazy. Like, why does that happen? Why do we push black men down when they about to reach a point of success? Like, we do it with black women too, but I see it a lot with black men. And like, black women don't like to talk about it because a lot of the time the things they get hated for is doing something to a black woman. So we're in our emotions about it. But it's like, a lot of the time, is it really? I don't know. I'm not gonna say much.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. What about y'all?
The funniest shit to me is that how, all these other groups, races, like, they're having like gender wars, financial wars. We're fighting about how much, like you're saying, the texturism, your hair, you live on this block. You don't own that shit, nigga. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? We're fighting about the most stupidest shit against each other. If we all collectively, like, America makes all their money through us. If we just went a week without spending $1, we'll be more powerful than anybody else. You get what I'm saying? Just off that. But I mean, we would have to make some sacrifices and compromise. I know we've been yelling at each other. Oh, I done this and not you do that. We just need to shut the fuck up and then just start over. Like, for real.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I know how I feel about this topic. You know what I mean? Black people, we got this crabs in the barrel mentality.
Facts.
And it's like you hate to see another black person that made it. And I think that's our biggest downfall. We don't support each other in nothing. Like Hennessy is not a black owned company. Them niggas make 170 million off of black people a year. Gucci, Prada, all these white owned companies making money. But when a black person put out something for $20, I can't buy it.
Right.
Can I get?
Oh, I need a discount.
Can I get it for
I need a discount.
Can I get it for 15? I got 12 on me. Like, you know what I mean? Come on, bro. Like, we need to start supporting each other. The reason that white people, I hate to call out white people, but the reason that they don't want us together is a reason. Y'all got to think about that. There's a reason they don't want us together. Like, there's a reason.
It's not a color, y'all. It is not
if black
color.
people come together, the world is in trouble.
It's in trouble.
I promise.
If we went on our Wakanda shit and we just
Yeah.
left,
Yeah,
they would be screwed.
I swear to God, I'd be a million Black Panthers out here. Like, you feel me?
Exactly.
But we always using the smallest things to separate each other, like light skin, dark skin, good hair, bad hair, brown eyes, black eyes, whatever. Like I was talking to Eli the other day about reparations, and I was like, "Yo, America gave Jewish people money for the Holocaust, and that shit didn't even happen in USA, bro. Like, you know what I mean? They're like, oh, it's reparations for that, and that shit didn't even happen here. And we fighting for reparations, but like, oh, this group of black people can't get that. Only this group of black people should get that." And I think in Jamaica, y'all fight for reparations too. And it's like, oh, only black Jamaicans should get that. But I'm like, yo, we all black at the end of the day. If people would stop separating each other because we this black and not that black, powerful, bro. I promise you.
You know what's so hard about that conversation is that even though, like you said, we are all black, there's divisiveness among the diaspora. Like, you know what I mean? You have, Black Americans who feel some type of way about Caribbeans because Caribbeans think Black Americans are lazy, or maybe you got Africans who think the same thing about Black Americans. So even though we all black, we are still fighting each other on some form of level. It's like, bro, like what?
I'm blacker than you.
Yeah,
like,
it's like, you know what I mean? Oh, you're lazy. You don't have culture. This, that, and the third. Like, so it's like we're already fighting each other. And I always say this about, even if you think about the continent of Africa, which is obviously black. You know what I mean? The white population is extremely small. You get what I'm saying? They don't have racism over there, but they created a form of racism called xenophobia, where they discriminate against you because you're from a different country. You get what I'm saying? So it's not even a race thing now. Now you discriminate because you in a different country from me. Like, you get what I'm saying? Yeah. That to me is crazy. Like, you know what I mean? And just as far as black people, as far as our own worst enemy, like we look at each other like we, like we the ops. You get what I'm saying? How many black people, you walk through a hood, like you looking at the nearest black man that look like you, like, all right, well, he's my op. Like, I gotta be on edge because he might harm me. And it's very unfortunate that we have that mentality in our community. And we got to get outside of that. And we're so quick to dig up some old tweets from 20 years ago. We don't allow forgiveness. Yeah, we don't allow people to grow. Yeah, we digging up old tweets when you was 13. Like, oh, well, he said this, therefore he doesn't deserve our protection. It's like, no, we all need to protect each other. And and
I want to bring this point. I know everybody cancel R. Kelly. I'm not saying I'm in support of R. Kelly or anything that he did or whatever, but Elvis did the same shit. And not one white person is over there talking about, oh yeah, cancel that nigga. That nigga still died, a rich nigga. All white people still support him, still playing his music till this day, bro.
I ain't hear about Harvey Weinstein. Oprah and Gayle ain't do that.
Yeah, all these
that
people,
interview
bro.
with his accusers.
White people is
like,
not coming for them, bro.